you already know what it is. IlFam79 on your social media choice, a.k.a. the On Anderson of the podcast, and Captain Brew Albano, Brew Diamond Phillips. Diggity Dragon, Steamboat, Pod, Jam Pod, God's favorite podcast, the Potty Potty Pipe, I'm here podcast, Chew Bubblegum, and I'm all out of Dente and Icy. You know why we're here. There's an event coming up February 16th. I'm excited. You've seen, you know what I'm saying? You've seen the posts on social media. You've seen the previous interviews. We're here tonight with the gentleman of Silent Storm, Mike Thunder, Brother Mur. Thank you for coming out. You know what I'm saying? And shout out, for giving me y'all time to kind of talk about this event, this tag team tournament, and kind of who you guys are, because some of our folks have not met you. Mike, you've been here before. Brother Mur, this is your first time. So I guess, guys, tell me, before we get into the event at hand, how did you guys start wrestling? How did you guys become a team, man? Who are you guys, and where are you guys from?
Since I've already been here, I'm gonna let Mur go first, actually.
All right, so actually, we were kind of like still together, actually. So that's pretty much the start of our story. We were starting off with an interview. We had to do promos background, and then they just said, "Hey, why not you two team up and do a promo?" So we just clicked from there.
Yeah. So we started wrestling together. 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
Started training in MCW, Maryland Championship Wrestling at the time.
Home team.
Like he said, we really hadn't crossed paths as much during training. I mean, we obviously was training together, but one day they sent us in a promo class, and they were saying like, "All right, we're doing tag team promo, so we're just going to pair up these whoever," and they paired us up, and we was like, "All right, you got to figure out, you got to pick a name, and you have to cut a promo on these two guys." So, all right, you guys got. Well, I think they gave us like 5-6 minutes to pick a name and figure out a promo. So we go off to the back, and we're like, all right, we need a name. Well, what's your name? What's my name? My name's Mike Thunder. What's yours? Oh, my name's Mur Mur. Oh, okay. All right. After a couple of deliberations and some pretty bad names, we came around to Silent Storm. Well, actually, at the time, it wasn't Silent Storm. It was Quiet Storm.
Okay.
They went to DPW.
Yeah.
And then that's when they start talking about like, hey, it's somebody that already got the name Quiet Storm. We was like, oh, really? And then and they was like, why not Silent Storm? We thought about it for a minute. Boom. We ran with it.
Yeah, man, the alliteration works. So when you guys were singles wrestlers, how did you guys get your start by yourselves?
Well, actually, I got my first singles at Fight Club. My very first match was at Fight Club. They gave me the opportunity while everybody else was kind of like passing me by. They were like, hey, why not you come? That very first show, that's when I had my very first match. So what about you, Mike?
Same. Literally the same. So I think it was the first. Yeah, no, it wasn't so actually John had invited me out to Fight Club to ring announce, because at the time I was doing a little bit of ring announcing around the way. And he had heard me do it, and he was like, "You got a great voice." And I was doing that while I was just working my way up to start wrestling. And he said, "Yeah, I need you in for, I forget which show it was, but it was like the first or second show." He was like, "Yo, I need you to, ring announce." And it's like, "Fine, let's do it." So I ring announced. And then the next show, he was like, "All right, I want you to wrestle." But at the time, I didn't have my paperwork together. So I was just like, oh man. So then I think I can't remember the name of the show, but he's like, "Yo, I need you for the show." I'm like, "I'm all ready to go. My paperwork's good. Let's do it." And my opponent was Elijah Friday. He gave me my first ever match in my wrestling history.
Okay, Elijah's in the tournament as well. One half of Soca Party.
Mm-hmm.
We will I'll we'll get to that tournament because it's the reason why we're here. But what were y'all first memories of pro wrestling in general? Did you guys watch pro wrestling? Was it your thing? How did you guys get into wrestling?
So for me, I actually fell in love with wrestling since I was 10 years old, and then especially at the that person, all the action kind of what inspired me. It kind of what like draws me into wrestling, and then and as time goes on, I didn't have any anybody I could really connect with, as far as like just the action part, but who can I really connect with as a person, you know. So that's when I figured like, oh, so since there's no one, why not be the first to do it? So
Mm.
that way, because I had a couple friends that was older than me actually, and they were talking about things like, yeah, I'm kind of I've always wanted to do it, but I'm like, nah, because I didn't want to go through all the process of people, you know, um, saying no to me and stuff like that. And I was like, no, I'm gonna make sure like that, even if it takes me a long time to get there, I'm gonna make sure that I try to set the foundation what I can, you know. So, and that's when, and that kind of like drives me to want to do this even more. So, but I've always fell in love with it since I was a little kid.
Mike?
Um, very young age, I started watching wrestling because of my grandfather. Rest in peace. But literally, anytime I went to his house, there was always wrestling available. If it wasn't a Monday night or a Thursday night or yeah, if it wasn't one of those days where it was live, it was the many tapes that he had recorded throughout the years, from the 70s to the 80s, all the way up to the 90s. He would record all of wrestling on his VCR, and it would just be just an endless array of wrestling. So we was always watching wrestling and cartoons or wrestling. That was pretty much it. Um, and yeah, so he got me into it. He got me and my brother actually into wrestling, and we kind of, as you kind of do when you have a sibling, we kind of started wrestling each other and getting in trouble and breaking things in the house, and we got to a point where we was like 16, 17, still wrestling each other. And from there, while he didn't decide to do it, I said, maybe we should try this out for real. Maybe I should see what it's like to really do this. And boom, here I am.
I love attending fight shows. Uh, First, it's up the street. I travel about a half hour up the road from me,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
right? But also when you get there, there is, you know, brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? You see all shades of us. Some folks that aren't us. There are folks that are of different walks of life.
Right.
Mur, it's dope that they were the first to give you a shot. What is it about fight um that, and I hate to use the word inclusive because it's so overused, but what is it about that environment that speaks to you? And this is really for both of you gentlemen, but what is it about the environment of fight that speaks to you gentlemen specifically?
Change, because they focus more on like what it like to representation, and that's what connect me with them so much, because in a way where they trying to fight the norm, what is normal, and it's just do what she feel, and just if they don't like it, at least we try it out. Give them an opportunity. I'm really big on opportunity, and I'm so used to people saying no to me too many times without really like giving me an opportunity to show you anything. So that's why I connect with Fight Club so much because they have a thing, expectation of to give anybody a chance.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's the culture, easily. Um, the first show I went to, and this is before I was wrestling. This is when I was ring announcing. When they had like the intermission, it just turned into a party. And I was like, what the heck is going on? It turned into a whole party in there. And then people was like standing on chairs, dancing on, like it was crazy. And I was like, yo, these are my people. You know what I mean? Like this is what I grew up seeing, like ridiculousness, you know what I mean? And we haven't done it in a while, and I'm gonna talk to John about that because that was really what just like brought me in. I mean, I wanted to support John, of course, but I was just like, dang, this is the place to be. You know, that's what made me feel like this is the place to be. I got to see great wrestling, and then I got to see everybody in there turn up for like a good 15 minutes while we was getting ready.
It was so good that even I heard the music.
Right. So yeah,
I got to hear the lyric too. Like it was that good.
Yeah. So it's definitely the culture. I mean, like we're piggybacking off of Mur a little bit. Like I say, he said that opportunity again. I got my first opportunity also at Fight. You know what I'm saying? When I had some people saying like, "Oh, I wasn't ready," John said, "Yo, you are," and I got in there and I was able to show out. And like I said, now here we are.
So, and I kind of touched on this before we started. Every time I go, it's a corner of the audience where it's a little bit louder. The energy is first of all, that energy is positive, right? And there's some trash talking and everything, but that silent storm set. Is there a name for that cheering section?
But silent storm section goes
wild. I tell you, they loud for y'all.
Alliteration.
It's the place where like I know I'm like, all right, now I'm home because they out here live for Silent Storm. They out here live for Mur Mur and Mighty Thunder. Who are those folks? Right? And just talk about that part of the show and who they are to you guys and why they be representing so hard.
So that's the Silent Storm family right there. They're my family, but they also Murs are also my family. So that's that's my mom, that's my aunt, that's my brother, that's a couple of cousins, you know what I'm saying, and whoever else want to come at the time. But they go hard for us. They at every show, like every show. It doesn't matter where we at. We go to Delaware, they're there. You know what I'm saying? We go to West Virginia, they're there. You know what I mean? So it's like everywhere we go, somebody from that corner is there. You know what I mean? So it's like, and it's just good to have. I think Il O'Neill spoke on it one time, and we're not done, Il, just so you know. Yeah, they just always there, and it's just such a pleasure to have, honestly, because I tell them this all the time. We probably wouldn't be where we are without them. Because we hear wrestlers say all the time, the fans make the show. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fans. We probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them going crazy in the corner. Because if they go crazy, then everybody else goes crazy. So I appreciate you, Mama. I appreciate you, Will. I appreciate you, Auntie. I appreciate all of that. So yeah, that's the Silent Storm family, though. Yeah, you're gonna see them everywhere.
That's what's up, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I recall being on at a show, and I was new, and bro got to representing so hard. I'm like, oh, shorty bugging out, but it was always respectful to the show. You know what I mean? He wasn't trying to be the show. He was just representing and giving it up for the crowd and giving it up for y'all, man. So shout out to bro, and shout out, you know what I mean, to everything that the Silent on the section, because I'm sorry, the Silent Storm section, you know what I'm saying? They get busy, man. All respect. Y'all make the show fun, and I can't wait to see y'all on the 16th. Now, to the 16th. I'm on the timeline maybe 2 months ago, and I see these.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've said this probably in every one of these interviews. I dare any promotion on earth, to put y'all belts up against how y'all belts look, how Fight's belts look. Listen, these championships, the Chocolate City Championship, the PAWDC, like, these are amazing looking aesthetically. Now, maybe it speaks to me specifically because of my melanin, but I will say, man, those are all beautiful titles. Now, what did you guys think when you saw these titles?
I'm gonna let you go first, Mur, because I've been talking a lot. So.
I was speechless. I did not think it was going to look that different. And that title represents that they're gonna set themselves apart from everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I always believe in. And that's why I'm really, once I can handle those titles, it's gonna mean so much to us, to the both of us. Because it kind of goes back to the very first day of why Fight Club even exists in the first place. And I'm gonna let Mike take over that.
For me, I immediately say, "Oh, those are ours.
Like
those are ours. That's it." Like, I was, because Mur actually sent it over to me, and I was like, "Oh, that's ours. That's ours." This, the way I see it, we've been there since day one. The tag team we've been busting ass in Fight Club. We've been selling the seats. Those are our titles. You understand me? And I like that's it. I don't care who I feel sorry for whoever else is in the tournament, because those are our titles.
Yes,
you understand me? That's it. I don't care who's in it, because those are our titles. That's all you need to know. Hashtag that. Those are our titles. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful titles. And yeah, those are our titles. That's it. That's all I got.
So, in the spirit of those are y'all titles, there is a road. You know what I'm saying? You gotta if you plug in the tag titles, the you know what I'm saying, the fight tag titles as a destination, you have to plug that into the GPS, and the GPS starts with the Delinquents. I've spoken to the Delinquents, and they have a similar sentiment. Those titles are for them. What about Silent Storm is going to allow y'all to get to your destination, and starting off with the Delinquents?
Okay. So, nothing against the Delinquents. I know that they're known up and down the Eastern Seaboard. I get it. I get it. They actually, I believe they have a little bit of tenure on us as well. But when it comes to Silent Storm, once you're inside of the Eye of the Storm, Mur, you want to finish that for me?
Once you're in the Eye of the Storm,
Once you're in the Eye of the Storm, there's no getting out. There's no getting out. You're in. You're locked in. And it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter how you think. Silent Storm is coming out on top. We bring that energy. We bring that charisma. We bring the power, we bring the technique, we bring the speed, we bring anything we need to that situation to come out on top. Unfortunately for Delinquents.
And there's no, you can't honestly tell it that you look at any other tag team, there is one like us right now. You can't. I respect all the great tag team that come before us, and I respect go to the Delinquents that we'll be facing in the next couple of weeks. But this is our time. This is 32 time, and we on our own path, and we will be the one to carry this whole division. With anybody see tag team and Fight Club, the first team they're gonna think of is Titan Storm.
That's real. That's big. I am looking forward to it now. As I understand, once you get past that first round, there will be a 3-team dance, as it were, to determine that the fight tag team titles. What is it about you guys that'll get y'all through that first team and then having a second match against 2 other teams? So you'll see effectively 3 teams that night to get to that destination. How do we get there?
Mentally, I think we're already there. That's the main point. Mentally, we're already in our minds. We're already in the third one. Not to take away from the Delinquents at all, but me personally, I plan to run through them. I plan to run through the Delinquents, and then we plan to play it strategically. Honestly, to play it, to go back to the roots, go back to where we started, and think about how far we've come. And as far as how far we've come, this is a point that we've wanted for so long. If you ask John, if you ask himself, we always come to him about when are you going to get the tag team titles going? Like when is that going to happen? When is this? This is not something that we've been the tag team titles. We got to get those. No, we've been asking about tag titles since we started as a team at Fight Club. We've been wondering, where's the tag titles? Where are our titles? You understand? And it's not to sound conceited. It's just like Mur said, we want people to think about Fight Club tag team division. We want people to think silent sport. And again, we're going to bring that power, that technique, and I don't care what anybody says. We're walking out of there the new Fight Club tag champions.
And it's all about setting that foundation of tag team and Fight Club. So our mindset going into the after we get past the first round, once we make it to the second round, it's just more bodies to go through. That's it.
Talk that talk, man. We've talked about the tournament. We've talked about the environment of fight. If that ain't enough for these folks, on Sunday, February 16th, 3608 Legion Drive, Cheverly, Maryland, doors at 5, bells 6. I've got my front row seat already. I've got my front row seat. You tell the folks that are watching now why they should come up or down 295 and come out to the show.
Let's see. While we do have a tag team tournament, hot tag team tournament for brand new Fight Club tag team championships, we also have, if I'm not mistaken, Suge D's going to be in the house. The Pan-African Diaspora champion. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that, but yes. We're going to have, I believe, O'Shea Edwards in the house, the brand new Chocolate City champion, if I'm not mistaken. And many others that probably haven't even had a chance, you haven't had a chance to see yet. Plus, again, we're making We're making history. History. Black history, if you will.
Mm.
Yes,
You know
It
what I'm
is
saying?
February.
Brand new in February. You know what I mean? This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. And that's the best way to describe it.
When the name of the event is Be the Negro League. When you guys hear Be the Negro League, what does that mean?
Oh, you want to take this one, Mur?
you take it away.
Okay, so when I hear that, um, this goes back to them saying that Fight Club wasn't going to make it, past its 5 years, and it's still being here for 5 years. When I feel when John says "Be the Negro League," he's saying "fuck you" to everybody who said he wasn't going to make it. Oh, I'm the Negro League. Well, here we go. Here we are. We still here. Oh, and on top of that, we're the Negro League now. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's a ha still here. What you gonna do about it? Type of deal. That's how I was viewing it.
Mur?
I'm with him. Like you said, it goes back to like how everything started and plus if you're gonna fight for what you believe in, keep fighting,
Mm.
and that's what Fight Club do. They keep fighting and they had that up and down. Who doesn't? But it's all about being consistent.
Yep.
It's all about keeping pressure, believe in what you do, believe that it's gonna happen. And John did. He believed in himself. He believed in us. He believed in we can build it brick by brick. And now, by having the tag team tournament, we already had the top tournament. We had the Chocolate City. Now we have the tag team. It's almost completion. And the best part about all this, we just getting started.
Right.
We just getting started.
Right.
Oh man, that just got me excited because now I'm like, oh, then it could be a women's title come. Oh man, listen,
Mm-hmm.
I will see you gentlemen the 16th. I am not gonna take up no more of your time, man. Other than let the folks know where they can get at you on social media.
Mur 2 times.
That's everywhere for him. For me, Mike Thunderstyle. And again, everywhere for me. I don't feel like I'm hype enough. So I'm just going to get hyped real quick. And I'm going to let y'all know that you better show up February 16th. Be the Negro League. And come see Silent Storm. Walk out the new tag team champions.
That's
Mike,
what I'm talking about.
You wanna end it with the post? You know how we do our introduction?
Why not?
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Everybody. This is Mike Thunder, and I am Mur Mur. We are Silent
Storm.
Let them know.
That's what it is, man. OFAM790, social media choice at Black Rasslin every Thursday, 8:35 live. Peace.